Hey, this is Derek Green from Sepultura, and you're listening to Ever Black Podcast.
Hey, welcome to this episode of the Ever Black Podcast. On this show, we chat to Corey Bewley from Trivium, who are about to release one of the most anticipated albums of this year, titled What the Dead Men Say. That's through Roadrunner Records this Friday, April 24. This interview was recorded a few weeks ago when all the COVID-19 lockdowns had just started to be enforced, and Corey was just hanging at home, and he was just really cool to hang with and up to talk about the new album and its concept and how some of the lyrics were inspired by some personal things that had happened over the last year and how important it felt for them to push ahead with the release of the album through this difficult time and share it with their fans. And I totally agree. It's such an important time for creativity and sharing music with everybody and to help everyone get through it. That's what keeps a lot of people going. So keep the good vibes going, that's for sure. The album was also really great too, and if you're a Trivium fan, you're really going to love it. There is a reason why these guys have had such a great career over the years too. It's 20 years now they've been doing this, and they're all really nice guys, and they deserve all the success that has come their way. And here's to many more. But album number 9, What the Dead Men Say, is definitely epic and brutal and everything you want in a Trivium album. So you can pre-order that now through Roadrunner Records digital. You can order it online through JB Hi-Fi. If you want a copy of the vinyl or the CD, get behind it and support it and turn it up. All right. Before we go into this interview, I need to give a shout out to our good friends at Blacklight Art and Design, who are our go-to for all our screen printing needs. They do shirts, hats, patches, you name it. If you can wear it, they can print it. They've done all our shirts and hats for Ever Black Media, and they're awesome guys and always very helpful. www.blacklightad.com.au. The show is also brought to you by our good friends at RW Promotion, who are the best in the biz when it comes to stickers, flyers, banners, badges, and all other promo you need for your band or business. Go to www.rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to recommend the awesome occult clothing brand Electric Witch, who are just absolutely kicking ass. They've just launched their new winter range with hoodies and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I love the Death Dealer hoodie. It's just brutal. I've got the shirt version of it, so I've got to get my hands on the hoodie for winter. It's starting to get a bit colder already. So if you want to get one of those yourself, make sure you go to www.electricwitch.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to our friends at Lumber Punks Axe Throwing Club, who have venues on the Gold Coast, Brisbane and Perth. They're currently not operating due to COVID-19 restrictions, but you can throw your support behind them by ordering merch or a gift voucher for when they reopen again at lumberpunks.com. Also want to take a moment to give a huge thanks to Tim Price from The Faction for airing this on the station. If you haven't, you should go and download the Faction app and tune in, as they play nothing but great heavy tunes and are big supporters of Australian music, as well as all the heavy stuff from around the world. Total legend, mate. Thanks for all your support, and don't forget to subscribe to the Ever Black Podcast through iTunes Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, YouTube and Facebook, and check out all our articles and reviews at www.everblackmedia.com, and hit us up on the socials as well. All right, here is my interview with Corey Bewley from Trivium, What the Dead Men Say, this Friday, April 24, through Roadrunner Records. Go pre-order it now, turn it up over the weekend, have a beer, horns high, enjoy. Hey Corey, how are you, man?
Doing good. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad, dude, not too bad. How's your isolation going over there?
Yeah, it's going. When we're not doing anything or touring or when I'm at home, I basically just stay in the house. I don't really ever go anywhere, so it really hasn't disrupted too much of my daily routine. But I just try to go, like, usually the only times I ever really go out is to go grocery shopping or something like that. So I just make sure that when I have to do that, I just I get in and get out super fast so I can just not be around people. But luckily, Orlando, whenever I've gone out, it's seems pretty chill around here. Like, there's not like any kind of like crazy mass panic. I don't think Orlando is really. I haven't heard of anyone that's come down positive in this area. So it seems as chill as normal as it could probably be in the circumstances
Well, that's good, dude. The good news, though, is Trivium are about to release a new album, What the Dead Men Say, on April 24, and the title is inspired by the Philip K. Dick story. Is that a running theme throughout the whole album, like a concept? How does that play into it, man?
It's like with a lot of the records, we kind of like just write the record and just kind of get the, kind of seeing where all the lyrical themes and titles start coming together, and just kind of seeing what we have to see what kind of like, I guess, jumps out at us as something that's really going to kind of, a title that's going to really, say what the record's about. And, it was just kind of a underlying theme through a lot of the songs is just about kind of like life and death and everything and stuff in between. And kind of what the Dead Men Say kind of sum that up, because the kind of theme that, when Paul was writing the lyrics is like kind of like that in-between state, and you don't know if like you're dying or you're, living or whatever. So it kind of touched on a lot of stuff, because a lot of the songs kind of were inspired from situations of either like, like Scattering the Ashes. I kind of got the idea for the title from, Spreading Ashes of my grandparents the previous summer. And then Sickness Unto You is, Matt wrote that right after he had to put his longtime dog down. And so there's like a lot of stuff that kind of like came together as like a really kind of loose theme of just like everything's kind of being inspired by this, either someone's family passing away, or like, Matt had his kids and stuff. So it was kind of like this kind of thing. And I think a lot of this stuff really kind of, with everything that's going on now, I think there's a lot of stuff that's really going to kind of hit home with a lot of people and really be able to connect with the songs in different ways for, people's emotions. So looking forward to getting it out there. People seem to be really eager for new music and entertainment when they're, stuck at home and, going a little stir crazy. So we're happy to provide, the entertainment for people to, get through the tough times.
Absolutely, man. And of course, I mean, you worked with Josh Wilbur as producer again. How is it working with him, and how did he push you guys through this process this time?
Working with Josh is great, because he just becomes like he's just got the type of personality that just really fits with our band's personality, and like just like how we kind of interact and work together. And he's a very producer. Like, instead of being one of those guys, he has to like run the show and get all his ideas in there to kind of be that producer where it's like, oh, I'm gonna help you rewrite the songs or whatever. But Josh just comes in and if there's something that stands out, is like maybe we could do something better. Like he'll say something, but for the most part, like we come in with the songs and we spend a lot of time in our rehearsal space trying out every idea that we can think of and just rehearsing the shit out of it. So when we get in the studio, he's just like, yeah, it's supposed to get to go, and he just wants to make it the best that can, the best sounding he can possibly make it, and on the production side of stuff. So I think with the way our band works now, we're very well prepared. That Josh really doesn't have to, when it comes to something, he doesn't have to be like I had to help this band put their songs together. It's like we're pretty much got it ready to go, and he's just he can make it sound the way we're envisioning it to sound. So he's really easy to work with. He's also from this we were both born and raised in Maine, so he's got a very chill, New England vibe that me and him, share. And it was a lot of fun. We went in there, and this is like the fastest we've ever been able to make a record. We were just like so prepared, and it just took no time at all to get it all recorded. So it was kind of weird when we were mixing the record. I was like, man, it feels weird that we actually have a finished record, because it didn't feel like we really had to spend agonizing hours trying to fucking get it all down on tape. So it was really fun. So I'm excited to hear everyone seems to be pretty stoked so far with what they've heard. So looking forward for the fans getting more.
I've been cranking it the last couple of days, man, and it's rad. I really, really dig it, man.
I appreciate it.
Done really, really well, bro. And I mean, of course, look, this interview is not going to go up until closer to the release, but hopefully we're all in a better place closer to. We all need a new Trivium album. We need new music to look forward to, and I think, in my personal opinion, is in the next 6 to 12 months, we're also going to see a massive influx of creative input from this time. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, it's going to be, later in the year, it's going to be crazy from just like the amount of tours that have been canceled that have to be rescheduled. So it's like later in the year, there's going to be a lot of traffic and a lot of stuff going on. I know there's a bunch of bands that are delaying the release of the record. So, they were supposed to put it out like now, and then they're going to delay it. So there'll be a lot of records coming out, a lot of tours, and then, just the massive amount of entertainment stuff that's been put on hold with even like, movies coming out or like the sporting events all being canceled. The Olympics got pushed back, so it's like crazy, just like the amount of stuff that's just been disrupted from all this. But we were just like, someone brought up the idea of like, should we push the release? And we're like, no, it's like people need the record.
Absolutely.
We not really. Some people are pushing it or delaying it because they think the record sales are going to get affected when it comes out. But we're like, at times like this, it's like screw the record sales. That people just they need the music. So it's like we're just like, yeah, we can. If the CDs aren't available or people can't go out and buy it, they can stream it, and then they can pick up the record when things blow over. But the great thing about having streaming is when the record comes out, anyone can have access to it and enjoy it. So that's just our main concern. Is just the world needs more music and entertainment. So we're gonna fucking just go ahead and drop it on everyone, and hopefully with everyone in quarantine, they'll give it a lot of listens.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, definitely going to need some brutal tunes to clean the house and mow the lawn and do all the stuff around the house. So it'll help get stuff done a lot quicker. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then hopefully everyone just in the house and stuff. We were just joking because we were just like, man, it's like we're supposed to be in Asia right now doing shows.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we canceled that a while back. So
yep.
We kind of saw the writing on the wall that it was just not going to happen. So we had all this time off. We were just joking. We're like, man, it's like for how fast we put together the last record. I'm like, all this time off. It's like we could write another record and have, put something out, or even like a couple songs, and then have an EP or something.
Yeah.
It's like we have all this time, but the only problem is we can't really two of our members don't live in the same area, so kind of flying is an issue. But
true.
Yeah, we all just kind of write ideas and stuff. So I've been tinkering with some stuff just for fun. So I'm sure there's a lot of people creatively distracting themselves with writing or doing something while they can't do anything else. So hopefully with all the musicians who can't tour, there's going to be a lot of people following up records a lot faster.
What about playing some Mortal Kombat? I saw that you guys have got, a couple of snippets of your tracks, like Scattering the Ashes in the trailer for the Spawn one. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we were really stoked. We've been, we kind of grew up with Spawn, like when it came out in like the 90s and whatever. Yeah. And I know Paulo's like a big Spawn fan, and especially, the original Mortal Kombat came out when we were kids, and playing it on like Nintendo or Super Nintendo, whatever. I think it was Super Nintendo when it came out. And it just being such a big deal and controversial because it had blood, and then they made the blood gray because it was a bit too violent at the time to simulate real blood. But it was really cool to have that opportunity because we've been getting a lot of connections with the gaming world and stuff, and Twitch, and we played DreamHack, previously, and when the opportunity came up for the Mortal Kombat thing, we were really stoked to, especially be like the kind of theme song for Spawn is pretty badass, and seeing the footage, the character just looks like a beast, so it's cool to be kind of being attached to that character, and they sent me a game code, but I haven't had a chance to download it just because I know it's going to try to download a whole game is pretty daunting. So I haven't actually had a chance to play it, but it looks really awesome, and it's cool to be a part of that. And it was a bummer because Matt and Paulo were supposed to go to the gaming convention where they were debuting it, and then obviously that got kind of kiboshed from everything going on. So kind of missed out on a fun opportunity to kind of be there to see the whole unveiling of it.
Oh man, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. But I saw you guys in Brisbane at Good Things. That was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was fun to get back down there. We hadn't been to Australia in a minute, so it was fun to be able to get back down to Australia and play those shows. We hadn't played; those are our first shows in almost 6 months. So it was fun to get out there and play and enjoy Australia, because we always enjoy going down there and going to our favorite food spots and whatnot. So we had a good time. It just sucks it was so short.
I mean, obviously, everything's going batshit crazy everywhere in the world right now. I'm guessing you'll probably have plans to get your asses back down here when it all blows over, hopefully, soon.
Yeah, I think we have, touring is supposed to start, in North America. We were doing a lot of touring here with Megadeth and Lamb of God. So that's going to be keeping us busy. But then next year we're, going to be doing Europe and then hopefully a bunch of other places that we can get around to and stuff. We haven't headlined in Australia in a long time. So yeah, we'll definitely be around at some point. And I think when bands are allowed to start touring and stuff, I think there's going to be a re-energized appreciation for live music and being able to go out and enjoy live entertainment again. So it's going to be cool to see just like the energy in the crowds of people just being excited for that normal, kind of normal vibes of just being able to go out and enjoy stuff again. So I think this whole isolation is going to kind of like, people might be kind of like a little spoiled with just always having concerts to go to or going to the movies and stuff. So it's going to be nice to see people just kind of really going back out and just having a kind of re-energized energy and appreciation for the art and entertainment stuff. So hopefully everyone doesn't go too batshit crazy being stuck at home all the time.
Well, man, I think everyone's gonna lose their mind with this new album, and when you guys start touring again, everyone's gonna be out there in force. Corey, thanks again for hanging out on the show, man. New album, What the Dead Men Say, is out April 24th through Roadrunner, and it's gonna kick everyone's ass. Until then, stay safe, man, and look after yourself. All right, brother?
All right, man. You too, man. Good talking to you.